Hi again, it's Mike with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. Today, why citizens will deny your roof claim. It's almost 100% certainty that citizens, when you make a roof damage claim, any type of roof claim, will deny it. They are absolutely probably the worst. They will not give any consideration to paying your roof claim. And so as such, we've basically been having to file a lawsuit against citizens for each and every roof claim that I encounter anymore. So why is that? Mike, why is it that citizens will not pay a roof claim? Well, citizens happens to be part of the state of Florida, but they're run like a private insurance company. So they talk about how they lose money every year. They talk about how financially they're inept, how they don't have money. But let me tell you the real story. The real story is that's all a bunch of baloney. The real story is they operate like a private and they do make money. They wouldn't be in business if they didn't make money. But they have ways of hiding what they make. Mike, I don't understand. Well, they're known as the insurance company of last resort. And what you'll find in every roof damage claim is the same language. I just got a call out the other day for a roof damage claim, and the citizens adjuster had said, Mike, listen, we're denying the roof damage claim. The guy has a tarp in like 5 different places where there's pretty bad leaks. So in Florida, there's a building code 611.1.1, which states that if you have over 25% of your roof that's damaged, the insurance company has to pay for roof replacement. So with 5 big spots, it's probably 75% damage. So he's a young homeowner and he has a tarp on it, and citizens, the adjuster calls me and says, Mike, we're going to deny the claim. I said, really, Barbara? On what reason? Well, the roof is wear and tear. It's old. So, okay, thank you. And that's pretty much the way I handle with citizens. I'm not kidding. I could care less. They end up paying, but here's the problem. And I'm going to show you something. I have one of my cases up now. It's not a roof damage claim, but nonetheless, it's how Citizen operates. So, what Citizens wants to do is pay later, and they want to fight you for it. They're okay paying attorneys, because here's the reason why. I've got a couple other videos I'm doing. If they can show there's all these lawsuits against citizens, citizens can cry and complain, and politicians will then say, see, look, the Florida insurance market is a mess. It's a catastrophe. It's blowing up as we know it. They want to create the crisis. So if citizens can force everybody to file a lawsuit, they're okay with that. What? Why are they okay with it? They are okay with it because that's what they want. They want to be able to open up their books and say, look at all these lawsuits we have to defend. They're suing us for no reason. But why do we have to sue them? I already answered kind of that question earlier. Because they deny every single roof claim. So we just had one. We literally thought it was going to go to trial. The trial was set in August. So the attorney that worked with me on this file probably has, I'm going to take a guess because he didn't tell me, but I do know it's over $40,000 in attorney fees. Now, in Florida, when you work with somebody like me, a public adjuster, and we bring in an attorney to help us file the lawsuit and handle all the legal part of it, the attorneys are going to get paid their legal fees by the insurance company. So, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, this particular case I'm talking about was $50,000 in attorney fees. The settlement was over $80,000. The reason why Citizens was fighting it is because they had done multiple repairs to the roof. Now, you would say, okay, well, that's a that's a homeowner who's mitigating his damages, who wants to make sure things don't get worse. Yes, I agree. Citizen takes it to believe that, no, we're not responsible for this. So they fought and dragged this out for a year and a half, the poor homeowner. And guess what? They finally caved in and they paid. About 4 weeks before trial. All right? Most of these cases do not go to trial because it's just too much of a risk for the insurance company. Nobody likes insurance companies, especially in Florida. So I don't know what the other attorney fees are that represented Citizens, but you can pretty much imagine it's probably dollar for dollar. So they probably paid, again, without knowing what the attorney on this case was, $50,000 for our side. They probably paid $50,000 for their attorney, and then a settlement of over $80,000. That's $180,000. And now Citizens is going to cry and complain because, boo-hoo, we, property owners, residents of Florida, are suing them because they're denying the claims. And then they're going to cry that they pay $100,000 in legal fees. Listen, they could have settled this a year ago. They decided not to, and they wanted to fight it. So Citizens just wants to delay paying or not pay at all. That's the bottom line. There's no in between. There's no, okay, maybe they'll settle this claim and they won't. No, there's no in between with Citizens, especially with damage claims. Now I'm going to show you one of my clients, and I'm going to show you what they do when we have a lawsuit against them. When I talked about delay, I'm going to show you. So we had filed this in February. All right, you're going to see here, February 3rd, that's when everything's filed, a complaint. Now, if we look down here, March 1st, motion for an extension of time to answer the complaint. So they already want a motion for an extension of time to answer a complaint. Now, a complaint is basically law school 101. It's one of the first things after you learn all the language and definitions. It's one of the first things you learn how to do is answer a complaint. So that's number one. They filed motion for an extension of time. Now, let's see. What do we have here? 4/5/2021. Motion for an extension of time number 2. All right, but wait, it gets better. So we also have, now we're in, nothing's been done. Nothing's been done except for Citizens delaying. All right, so now we're down on here, June 1st. 4 months later, they finally answered our complaint. And poor homeowner has nothing that they can do. Can the attorney that is representing the homeowner that's working with me on this, can they do something? Here's the issue. If they were to file something in opposition of the motion for an extension of time, guess what happens? There's a hearing 2-3 months down the road, and then the judge is going to give them the 30 days anyhow. So then you're talking 3-4 months for them to answer. So rather than June, could be July, August, September. So it's the law of diminishing returns. So that's the tactic Citizens takes in almost every case. They file a motion for an extension of time, and then they drag things out. And this is why they're such a dang lousy company. And then they cry wolf to politicians, everybody in the state, insurance commissioner, the Department of Financial Regulations or Financial Services, anything that has anything to do with regulating the insurance industry. Citizens cries and complains. But here's a prime example of how and why they do things the way they do and try to delay everybody. So that's it for this video on why Citizens going to deny your roof damage claim. If you have any issues with Citizens, I know them inside, outside, backwards, left, right, and how they operate. If feel free to give me a call if you need help. 754-252-5438, my direct line. You can also email me, theclaimsquad@gmail.com. I'm Mike. Thanks for watching this video.